7:50 in the morning, heading to work. Today we have a ship meeting, wearing my ship officer shirt. It's gonna be nominations and we're having a little workshop. So yeah, it should be a good day. Should be in the office by 8:30. Get to work and be out later this afternoon.
Hi everybody, it's me, Mylee. This is Aaron, and there's Uriel right there. So I am a follower of Aaron's.
Oh, you are?
I think I am.
Maybe I won't.
This is Mylee again, Aaron, Uriel. You know Aaron because this is his vlog. Well, when I was watching his latest vlog about fear, I believe, how he overcomes it, that was awesome. And then I thought about what other topics that Aaron could possibly talk about. So I thought, hey, let's talk about change.
Because I don't like change.
He doesn't like change.
I like to say once.
So I didn't really like change either. So I want to say, when back in the day when I remember Aaron first joined this company, and I thought, oh shoot, who's this dude asking for stuff? I have to give him stuff. So change is inevitable in the workplace, and I want to talk about how, for me, and I don't want to speak for Aaron, I felt kind of bummed, because I thought when you have something good going, you don't want to change it. So I'm like, let's not change it, right? So, but the thing is, I'm realizing this is me, where I'm looking at Aaron, he's not in the role that he was when he started, because he's moving on up in the chain.
And I guess to say, well, I guess for me, my perspective on that is, like, I would say that since I've been here working, it's been going great and it's been going good. But for me, it's always been like, there's more out there. And even though, like, the team that I started with, you know, I love the team and I loved what I was doing, but I knew that as much as I enjoyed it, I did not want to be there. I did not want to stay there as a career.
Right.
And so that's where, for me, I was like, all right, I make the jump to the next part of my life. And
you did, which was awesome. So I want to talk a little bit about the changes that I've recently gone through. So about a year ago, and as Aaron knows, there is a change in the role that I currently have, where I was told that the role was going to go away. At the time when I was told about this change, I should have embraced it a little bit better instead of resisting it. Because if I had embraced it sooner and realized that change happens, especially in technology, I could have acted a little bit more. I think
could have been more proactive.
Yes. I think what I want to say for me, like wrapping up change, I finally realized that I need to let it go. I need to embrace the change, right? Embrace it, because no matter what, change is going to happen.
Right.
That what I need to do is not be afraid. And I think I was afraid of change. Afraid.
Or like I said, be afraid, but accept it. But don't let that like hold you back, or that be a barrier from moving forward or accepting that change, right?
Exactly. I needed to be open. And when I was open-minded, then the door opened a little bit more.
You start seeing a lot more opportunities. You start seeing
So that being open-minded combined with believing in myself. You know, embracing the change, being open-minded, not being afraid, getting people's help, believing in myself.
All right, getting ready for our meeting. In the lobby, waiting for people to come in to get them up. We're missing the president and the webmaster, and then I think we should get started soon.
What about the privatization of healthcare during the Nixon era? Prior to that, I'd imagine that a huge accounting for that high tax rate was to cover healthcare. Is that true? Would you happen to shed some
No, I
light on
don't know
that?
off the top of my head, but that's
Okay.
a really good point. I mean, when did
I think Nixon was who
healthcare-
privatized healthcare and
Yeah.
like made that into like the cascading abomination we have today.
Ouch. I mean, it would make sense. It
Yeah.
definitely, I could definitely see that being a reason as to
Medicare,
why
Medicaid,
taxes
right?
went down.
Yeah.
Because if there's not a big need for this public health care, then they wouldn't need the taxes for it, right?
Yeah.
I could see that as a contributing factor. Honestly, off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you if that was it or not.
Back in 2012, I worked in finance operations, and back in 2012, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Vallejo. I invested in a house there. Vallejo has, bad areas and then okay areas. I invested in a good area, and luckily after 2 years, I ended up making a really nice profit on it. So after that, I did a 1031 exchange, which is a good way to defer any profits so you don't pay taxes on it. So what's a good credit would be above 740, if I'm not mistaken. Who knows how to raise their credit? Or what are ways to raise credit?
Pay off your credit cards.
By what?
Pay off your credit cards.
Pay off your credit
Any,
cards? Sure.
any consumer debt.
Make sure you have all your payments, bill payments on time.
Right.
History. Have long
History, and I just learned that one the hard way. So I had a credit card that was 12 years old, but I never charged anything. It fell off my credit.
Oh.
So that one impacted my credit
Yeah.
score.
Low debt to income ratio.
Right. So one cool way, I think I have like 5 or 6 credit cards, and I only use 3 of them, but I keep the other ones kind of pending just to keep that credit open.
So I guess going back to that, but at that point you're buying an LLC, you wouldn't qualify for a first time home buyer, right? It would be you would have to put in the 20% down payment that is required, or
That's a good question. Each one of the LLC members would be individually. You would have to each apply separately.
Huh.
So then, let's say it's 3 people that have the LLC. So all 3 of you individually would be doing the application, and then together, whatever your guys' lump sum is, that's what the LLC will qualify for. Interesting.
going back to I think what you mentioned about the credit card, if you didn't use it for a certain
Yeah.
time, it removes all the history. Is that after a certain period of time? If you
10
don't
years.
use 10 years, if you don't use it,
If you don't
have
use it,
okay,
after 10 years, it falls off.
okay.
And so
What? Oh, so it was better, like,
it's good to have, if you have a good old credit card, keep it. You don't want to lose it.
so it's better for you to actually cut that card, actually like call in and cancel your.
Don't.
So, does anybody want to run for this position? Want to nominate someone for this position?
I nominate Patty.
Patty.
The next position would be Membership Development Director, Coordinator. That's Jonathan.
What was it?
Membership Development.
Okay. So you're kind of, well, I guess the position is you're kind of the face for the SHPE board with its members, particularly like any events that we have with you guys, mixers or sports fest or stuff like that. The membership development coordinator director would be in charge of spearheading that with the members. This year, one thing I tried doing to try and get more members involved was shooting out messages to, reach out to the members and just let you know that we're having a. I mean, it's nothing too complicated, but I think the extra little hands to invite you to tell you, hey, we're gonna have a mixer at this spot, or we're doing this event. If you can make it, it never hurts to get an extra reminder. You can always block the message or block me on Facebook. Whatever you guys do on your end, it's your thing, but. Yeah.
Oh, we can block your message. Let me do it.
Yeah.
Report it as bad.
But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. You're kind of the face of connecting the board with the membership, and you're kind of heading that on for the board.
I'll nominate Ricardo.
Yeah.
They got it.
There you go.
Forgot about the second nomination.
Sure.
You have a full year this time,
We're gonna be doing a year and a half.
so no excuse.
Anyone else interested for this position? For a year. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And let me tell you, I've been lucky to have my board because they get done what they have to get done, and they're just very helpful with each other, so that's very good. So you do represent the chapter, local level, regional level, and national level. So you do have to attend a couple of meetings here and there at national
just finished our meeting, going down to meet everybody else. It was a great meeting, a lot of good information on buying real estate and also on investing on cash value accounts. Now I think they're gonna go hang out. We'll see. I probably won't go. Probably gonna go home and edit. And they're all gone. Oh, they're outside.